have so many stories, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you've got a best one, tell that one.
Yeah, I'll start. There's short stories and there's longer ones, but yeah, wine. I don't know. Do you want me to just dive right in?
Yeah.
Get crazy? Yeah, no. So one of the fun things, because I've been working in restaurants for about 20 years, so there's different things that come and go, and one of my favorite kind of faux pas that's happened once is we had, speaking with a pro basketball player who was just dining here for lunch, reminded me when I was at the Grand America and managed the room service, the restaurant, and the bar, and every time all the competing teams that come and play against the Jazz stay at the Grand America Hotel. And I think it was the Lakers. I believe it was the Lakers who came in. And there's always a couple like glory bottles you have on every wine list that, most people, they won't buy because they're so expensive and they're ridiculous. So one of these bottles was, I believe it was a 1999 Magnum of Cristal Rosé. It's about $6,000. They ordered that and a pitcher of orange juice. So they're drinking the most expensive wine we have on the list and making it into a mimosa. And it's just crazy. So every wine person just kind of dies inside a little bit. But if you have that much money and you want to have a $1,000 mimosa, why not? Yeah. So that was one of those things that stuck with me forever. I hope I never have that much money that's something that it becomes an option for me.
I think I've said it several times, and I'm not the first person to say it. It has the power to inhibit care, so it loosens things up, which I think is cool. It's kind of like a social lubricant, if you will. So it's a good, there's some wines that are great first date wines because they're a little more powerful. They're a little more sweet, but it's all very personal. And that's one of the coolest things about wine is that you can have in the same night, we have it here on the floor, 2 different tables, same wine, one person just goes crazy about it, the other person actually sends it back and says, I'm not sure if this is right. And I think a lot of people over-talk it, and maybe they'll overspend it, but that's their prerogative, and I've got bottles that I can't afford. We've got bottles that we offer that I would never even think about. I mean, we specialize in by the glass. There's some glasses that go $50, $60, a $75 glass. Would I ever pay that much? Probably not. But, and I often ask guests, they're like, what's your favorite? And I'll say, well, who's picking up the tab? Is it a company card or is it your card? Because on my card, on my account, I would drink this. But if it's on your card and your boss's card, then let's have this. You can spend $9 on a bottle of wine and be totally content. Or if you've got the money and somebody else is picking up the bill, $900 for a bottle is great.
Okay, well, I'll just improvise this and hopefully it's what you want.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Anytime?
Everyone's rolling.
We're rolling.
Yeah.
All right. So, this idea of telling stories about wine and about there being a bottle that matches stories or the story behind the bottle is really intriguing to me. I think that's a great way to think about wine because wine so many times is associated with particular experiences that people have, associated with good things. People celebrate the happiest times of their life with wine or champagne or one of those bottles, whether it's, celebrating the birth of a child or a special promotion at work or something good that happens to people is oftentimes what gets associated with wine. And so wine collectors, I think a lot of times, are hoarding their best bottles to go along with their best experiences. I don't think people collect wine because they like to drink wine necessarily. I think people collect wine because they like to mark the experiences that they have, the positive things that happen in their life with special, memorable things, and wine is one of those things. So when I see wine cellars full of great wine, I tend to think that goes along with a happy person who's having a great life experience. You don't see a lot of miserable wine drinkers. Well, you see miserable wine drinkers, but they're not drinking good wine.